Good evening. I'm your host, Mlondi Mkhize from the African National Congress Youth League, and I'm the national spokesperson. But tonight I'm doing something completely different because the eNCA thought politicians should try their hands on television presenting. This is a special edition of As It Happens. You can also get to ask me ask me questions. The number to call is 011-759-6340. Or send your video clips on WhatsApp on 082-884-6370. You can also tweet me on @Mlondi Mkhize or at ANCA. Please use the hashtag As It Happens. Now I'm going to take your video messages sent via WhatsApp. You can also ask me questions. Let's go to the first one.
A singer and a songwriter once said, the youth has the duty to challenge corruption. So when will we see the Youth League challenging corruption rather than defending it? That's my first question. And the second question, when will Youth League be Youth League again? Because over the years we've seen Youth League being reduced to being just a mob or a group that defends and fight factional battles rather than advocating for the youth.
Well, the ANC Youth League will continue and is fighting corruption. Obviously, since it is not an institution that is designed to daily deal with that matter, maybe from some sections of society or in certain parts of the country, some young people might feel that the ANC is not doing what it should be doing. When are we going to get back the ANC Youth League? The ANC Youth League is there, but I think the intention of the question is when is it going to be vibrant? And the response is that for the ANC Youth League, or the ANC for that matter, to be vibrant, it takes active and proactive membership rather than leadership.
Yeah, Mlondi, what I would like to know is why do you keep on dividing the ANC? Because during the Zuma era, what happened is that you were pro-Zuma, and when do you intend to fight for the challenges, that are facing the youth, like your unemployment, your rampant HIV, your abuse, of the youth, and the youth's indulgence on drugs and everything, instead of focusing more on politics? Don't you think the EFF has actually, overtaken you in your mission that you are supposed to be embarking on, that is of economic freedom and emancipation of the youth generally, in the Republic of South Africa? My name is Luzuko Pua.
Well, the ANC Youth League does not divide the ANC. But because generally in society and as individuals outside of organization, which usually hold different views on different things. And that's why people might think that some people are defending the particular people. But I think the Youth League has been consistent. Ever since the new president of the African National Congress, Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa, was elected president, there has never been an insinuation or a suggestion by the Youth League that it does not respect that leadership, or it intends to challenge that leadership, or it intends to disrupt that leadership. The message has been consistent. It has been clear that the leadership has been elected, and the leadership must be given space as elected by Congress to provide leadership to the ANC and to the country. And I don't think that the Youth League could be accused of playing some form of role of dividing. But when are we going to fight these issues? We, all of us generally as people, we tend to look for someone to do that which we desire, and we tend to neglect the responsibilities that we should be taking as individuals. If you want to see change, firstly be that agent of change, so that as you continue to preach the gospel of change, people don't stop you along the way and say, you have been telling us to change, but it seems that you are stuck in your old ways. So it requires active membership. Like I said before, it's membership that must be active, that must be dealing with these issues. And for Youth League to be vibrant, it requires members of the Youth League to pick up social issues, because social issues make what we call politics at the end of the day. Pick up social issues and fight for our people wherever you are. That is the most impactful method of the Youth League that it can use to re-emphasize its presence?
Good afternoon. The name is Bitumelo Somi from Free State Province. Leader, the problem we are experiencing is that we are trying to revive the structure of the ANC Youth League in our branches, but it's difficult because of the youth have lost their hope in the organization as a whole because of high unemployment rate, nepotism. So it would be very thoughtful of the higher structures nationally, to be specific, to assist us locally, because we are trying to revive the hope of the people and build the Youth League, but it's not easy for us because of we're experiencing such challenges, and we urge you to help us on how to strategize and give us methods on how.
Well, the question is, how do you revive structures, strategize around rehabilitation of structures? If you are from the Free State, there would be leadership from the Free State. The only thing required is for you to make contact with the office, whether the provincial office or the regional office, and then you can then establish structures. In terms of dealing with issues that we have identified as issues that should be of interest to us, I think there we agree. And I think to a certain level, those things are being carried out. It's a matter of how and how you interpret it as well. At some point, I had to explain to someone that at some point the Youth League called a program called Young Parents Symposium. And most people thought, what a joke of a program. But part of the things that were discussion or dialogue is that how do you raise your kid? The other one is bought guns because he's a male. The other one is bought dolls and taught to cook, look after family at a very young age. As a result, as society, as early as at that point, you begin to conscientize a particular individual in terms of behavior. And I think that the dialogue that was created by the Youth League called the Young Parents Symposium was about ill discipline of males in particular in raising children, absenteeism in raising children, but two, how do we raise the children? And I think that those are the issues that the Youth League has been dealing with. It could have been a program that took place once off at a national level, but provinces and regions that have been doing it, that's the point we've been making. And I think that many of them can only make an impact if individually, collectively, we stand up and fight for them.
Good evening, my name is Tsepo. I would like to ask whether the ANC Youth League supports state capture. If not, why are they calling for the removal of its president of the Youth League, who told us the truth about the Guptas and the state capture? Thank you very much.
The ANC Youth League's position is that, firstly, what is under discussion, conceptualized or defined as state capture, is something that needs a rethinking or renaming. Because when you speak about a state, and at least those that would be well learned, would have done politics at school and all of that, would tell you that the word can be used interchangeably to refer to two things. But a state, in those that would have done some the reading of politics, a state would include many institutions. It's not government. The state is government, the legislature, the judiciary. There are many institutions. So when you say state capture, the first insinuation is that all those institutions are captured. But when you begin to speak about business that has got control and edge over government and politicians, that's something else. But let's deal with the question as posed. Do we support state capture? We cannot support state capture that a few selected people must be made to run the entire country of millions and remove the people that should be doing that task. Secondly, why would we think that we need to deal with this much more broadly? Something that the Youth League has held. We need to avert something that might appear popular because of the moment, but not sustainable because of the cause. When you want to deal with a wrong, Don't first categorize that at the end of this process, I want to find Mlondi Mkhize wrong. Establish principles of things that make things wrong. Conclude with principles, then the names of people will just fit in. What the Youth League is saying in essence, create principles of what you don't like and what you deem as state capture. Don't discuss individuals. Look at the conduct of everyone. Then you'll find answers.